it's it is an item, but it's not like a named item.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
These items can only work with you. They don't take attunement by you, but they will only work on you. So if someone takes your ring or talisman or necklace, whatever form you want that to take form in, and you slap that on Oriana, and then Redain takes his off and gives it to Oriana, Oriana doesn't get like a +3 on her DCs or anything. No, it only affects you guys.
Okay. I was just double checking. Because the Rod of the Pack Keeper is awesome, and so are the other ones.
It's not a full Rod of the Pack Keeper.
So what were the options again? I forgot about that.
You can get a +1 weapon, a +1 armor. If you don't wear armor, a +1 to your AC nonetheless, or a +1 to your DCs, be it for spells, key, maneuvers, etc., etc., etc. So where do you prioritize?
How do I edit these?
Looking at the trove of treasures, Sajar is going to ask, and he's not going to make any efforts to hide the tone of his voice. So anyone mildly perceptive would probably pick up on his desire for violence as he says this. The compass that I mentioned earlier, would it be possible to get that instead of one of these fine items?
I was wondering if you would make that jump. If that's what you wish, then certainly.
That is what I desire, yes.
So you think. Very well. I'll start working on it later this evening. These are just simply what I had on hand that I figured you all would be appreciative of. Tinkered, as your
he lowers
Lord
his
of
head
the
in
Lord.
acquiescence.
I don't think he's not appreciative of the gesture. He just has a specific goal.
Yes, what a well-driven man he is. But be careful. It doesn't drive you to your death. I don't want you perishing so soon, after all. What good is a toy that breaks immediately?
Okay, so don't let him have a horse when we're on a mountain. Gotcha.
If you manage to make your way onto the either of the margin mountains, I'd be rather amused. So, I shall be here. You have beds upstairs. You can look to the gimp to tell you which one is yours if you give a damn at all.
I'm sorry, the what?
Oh, right, you weren't here. She claps her hands twice, and you guys can hear movement upstairs begin making its way down the stairs, and you see this decrepit and shrouded in black and gold inlaid cloth. You can see his hands, like the fingers of him. He's missing a finger on his left hand, his ring finger. He's around 4 feet tall. He moves with a shakiness about him.
Does he look?
You cannot see his face.
Does he look like he is just naturally 4 feet tall, or he's like compressed or hunched over or something, causing him to lose
Sounds
height?
like a medicine check.
Well, oh, that's a wisdom thing. I forget about that. I don't know.
You don't know where to begin on this fool.
Yeah, she's distracted by the usage of the word gimp and questioning if that's accurate. I think it technically is.
Be so kind as to show them where they can stay. Yes, mistress. He quote unquote looks at you guys. Follow me. And he doesn't even check to see if you're following him. He just begins walking upstairs.
Scoot, scoot, scoot.
Yeah, Sajar's gonna head upstairs.
Just kind of quietly follows, been like, oh god.
I did have my notion previously of personal.
Your examination, yes. Don't worry, I can do it in your sleep.
That is such a short sentence that makes me so uncomfortable.
Get used to it, girl. You're my chosen now. I hope you all gain a deeper understanding as to why the Nevros are so beholden to their gods. Because we are their world.
At
Yeah, you can
gunpoint.
sort of see like Anushka kind of shudder when she sort of says that. Like, oh
He
god.
smiles wickedly. You even see her feline eyes get a bit of a glow, and as they glacially turn to look at you, Anushka, like a doll, like an Annabelle doll. I suppose you would know something about that, wouldn't you? Something for later, Anushka. Something for later.
Yes. May I? This is so uncomfortable.
You're excused.
May I speak to you later about? Yes.
I'll be here. And for a spell, I'll be away doing the assorted tasks you are requesting of me. To me. So, if I'm here, we can have that conversation. If not, then you can wait or go back to bed. There's no day nor night here in the Feywild, so sleep to your heart's content. For the sun won't be able to wake you up here.
Right.
Silas won't follow the rest of the group like right away, and then go up to Lyco.
Well, from the sounds of a number of you guys are staying down here, so. Type 1 in chat for going to bed.
Yeah, fair enough. Type 1, not punch a keyboard 1.
Aw, my mic didn't pick up me slapping my computer.
There.
I slapped it so violently too.
Okay, so 2 for staying down here. Okay.
I would just ask Brendan, if you have the ability, could you send a message and let them know the situation outside?
Oh, he beat me to it.
I can do. That's no trouble. Hey, if you want, you could send the message yourself.
Could I?
Just here. He opens up his book, turns to a page. Who do you want to send it to? Kasai or Lambert?
I like that you don't include Amber in that.
I didn't get Amber's. I got Kasai, Lambert,
you did.
Tolus.
I think you did get Amber's.
Yeah,
No, I've got Tolus instead. I have
Oh,
it
okay.
written down.
Okay. Right, there's a limit on how
Two.
okay.
Yeah, I can get 3 at the moment.
Yeah.
We'll send it to Kasai.
Alright, turns to Kasai's page. Right, 25 words of what you want.
Gotcha.
Okay. 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 Let me just check a thing here. Okay. Interesting. Can one of you, Redane or Brendan, roll me a D100?
You do it, it's your message.
This one is a bit different, though. Interesting. It does not make it through.
Oh shit. You flip the odds instead of 5% chance failure, it's 5% chance
You know me
success.
so well.
Shit. Now the main thing, Paul, I guess it doesn't really matter if she reads that.
Yeah, with that, you would go.
Go to bed. So, some of you have departed, some of you have stayed, and Lyco looks at all of you. All the vagrants go to bed. As the rest of them leave, she just sort of is slowly sipping her wine, watching them all walk away until it's just some of you left down here. Sounds like a couple of you. Well. She looks at you, Brendan. I don't think this will be much of a private conversation. Looks at Deet. Unless... I thought you went up to... Oh, shit, yeah,
No,
you're right.
Nope.
She doesn't look at. She
I
never
was
looks
gonna ask her.
full
Right. That's on me. Too much monster. So, where shall we begin, you three? Whose questions are So much more important than all the others.
Mine isn't more of that much of a big question. I just would like to know about an update.
An update.
Correct.
On what?
Sensag.
You're across the world. Your known world, at least. And you want an update on another equivocally country.
Yes. I just would like to know the current state. Like
Of the province or of something in particular?
maybe something in particular.
Then sit next to me and whisper it to me. What do you want to know about? And she just leans and pats the side of the couch that she's on.
He like sits next to her and like leans towards her ears and asks.
Roll me your stealth. To those of you that are present, roll me your perception if you wish to eavesdrop. 19. It's possible. Well, one of you are right there, but I'm wondering for the other one. Very well. So 26 is definitely higher than 19. So you can hear it. What do you say to Lyco?
So like the first question I want to ask is,
Mm-hmm.
am I being followed?
You in particular, you mean? She whispers back to you. No, you can't roll to hear Lyco because she could just automatically succeed. Laughs in her dimension.
Yeah.
Let me find out. And then she closes her eyes. 6, 12, half a minute passes, and she opens her eyes. Yes, she says with chipper smile on her face.
Can I like analyze her face to see if she's like lying or
Roll insight.
Yeah, it's easy. She's a fairy. If her lips are moving,
18, she does seem to be telling the truth. Bingo. Hello, my own Faye.
can you tell me, are they, how many people are following me?
Can I tell you that? Yes. I can. Am I, though? Well, at least one. And that one is the most dangerous one of them all.
You know who this person is?
I do. I have an idea, at least. Am I going to tell it to you? She's not trying to be stealthy anymore. She just says this out loud for all of you to hear. Am I going to tell it to you? Just yet? No.
Just yet?
Just yet. Maybe in due time, when you earn my favor as my chosen, I will give you what you want. But for now, I think that's enough. Amuse me, and we'll see further.
How can I gain your trust?
I trust! You will never get my trust, mortal. No fairy ever truly trusts.
Then your approval?
My approval. I have some plans, and you'll find out tomorrow.
I see.
For the
There's
time being, there are other conversations that need to happen, and apparently items I need to be tinkering upon. So, Might be a bit before I decide how to progress on that. But tomorrow should be plenty of time.
Thank you for your help.
She crouches down, because you're still saying that she's standing up. She crouches down and pinches your cheek. You are very welcome. And I appreciate your cordiality and consideration. You do so much better than some of your other fellows.
I just appreciate what you've told me, so it's only natural.
Natural, huh? That's good. That is very good. Now go on. I know you don't particularly sleep, but even an elf needs a rest in whatever capacity they get it.
Right. Good night. And like Deep heads upstairs.
Good evening. So, what about you two? Which one of you is better than the other one?
What do you mean, better?
Which one of you wants to go first?
Oh. You can go. I don't mind waiting.
That suits you, knowing who your superiors are. She turns her attention to Silas. Yes?
That dog was not a dog. What was it?
It was a spirit. A spirit that was never alive, that never walked the mortal realms. One of many spirits here in the Feywilds. Why do you ask?
It was cute.
It was, wasn't it? It's a shame you guys didn't carve it open.
I would completely disagree.
You're free to disagree as much as you want, as long as you don't act on it. So, why do you bring this up? I assume you want one.
Yes. So I suppose the most guilty way
Well,
to say it.
then,
Yeah.
like your elven friend, your courteous elven friend, I will tell you the same thing. And she teleports right up to you. She doesn't put a hand on your face, but she does put her eyes right in front of yours. Earn my favor, and we'll see. She leans back. But until then, you will be a dog, or rather cat, barking up the wrong tree.
So I slowly nods like, okay.
Have a good evening. Unless you have more you want to ask of me.
Not right now.
Very well. Sleep on it.
Silas gets up and goes off.
And last but not least, that leaves you,
Hi.
Brendan. She says your
Hello.
name, and the shiver of power goes down your spine.
Hi. Lycos.
Lyco.
Sorry. I just. Well, I had two things really, but one of them was more prompted than the other. You mentioned me not remembering stuff, and I just wanted to know what you meant by that.
She smiles widely, like the Cheshire Cat. Why, I mean exactly that, Brendan. There is a part of you, some fragment of your memory that's repressed by magic or by trauma. You either won't remember it or you'll never remember it.
Oh, is that something to do with why all this face sort of stuff is so familiar, but so you sort of.
I imagine, yes. It seems so familiar, but yet you don't remember ever seeing any of this. Almost like a baby remembering the place where it was taken on a walk when it was so young, and then the man they grew to be walks by and can't place why, oh why does that seem familiar?
Oh, thank you for the answers. That's some. So you're saying I'm some sort of some fish thing,
Oh, no.
or at least have some connection to.
You likely have some connection, yes. And I can probably begin picking you apart to find out exactly how.
Do you mean theoretically or physically?
Both.
Oh, that's not
I'll
good.
start with the theory before I resort to the physical. Don't you worry.
Oh, thank you.
But allow me to, and she steps up, do one physical examination. And she reaches up very quickly and just snaps a part of your branches. Just
Hell.
Look at that.
this will be a good starting point.
Warn a person before you snap some of their head off.
And when I meet such people, I will, but until then, you guys aren't people.
Damn.
Well, yeah, probably to you.
He goes up to you and pinches your cheek like she did D, although this one's a bit more delicate. I'm so very happy we have an understanding. You're very well suited for this. I guess that's not too surprising. Is there anything else, Brendan? And when she says Brendan, her voice changes to that of Kelia.
Well, yes, but sort of. Listen, I'm struggling to keep thoughts in one place at the moment. This is a bit of a odd situation. So
Is it? I'm so sorry to hear that.
it's a bit weird. Then again, I'm used to that. Sort
I'm
of.
so sorry for any deceptions you might have had earlier.
Oh, I
Her
assumed
voice is
there was-
still Kelia's.
I assume there's always some deception, especially when meeting weird women in the middle of a graveyard.
Oh, that wounds me so. You've met other women in the woods before?
I mean, technically, yes.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. She's changing more, morphing to Kelia again.
You're sorry to hear that I met other women in woods? A bit of an odd thing to be sorry for.
I'm sorry that someone beat me to the punch. Is there
Again,
anything else you want to hear, Brendan?
Yes, but no. For now, let's just go with no.
Oh, okay. Well, then, have a good evening.
Have a good morning. I don't know what time it is. It's a bit twilighty, but you know.
Oh, before you go,
Aye.
one last gift. She
Okay.
goes over and kisses you on the cheek.
Brendan blushes, then runs away.
So, off to the land of sleep some of you go, although Anushka, I know you want to do something.
Yeah.
Oh,
What she got to do?
Garth, you sent something earlier. I'm assuming the insight in your sleep that Oriana does get an item similar to its will. No, you still get an item.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, because the intuition is not an item going forward.
I'll keep
Alrighty.
that in mind.
Alrighty. So, let's see here. Let's go to Anushka. You wanted to go talk to Lyko in the dead of night. Quote unquote dead of night. Not that there's a night cycle here anyways, but
Yeah.
you grab a nap and you go find Lyko.
Yeah. To the cupboard of darkness.
Twilight, but yeah, close enough.
Yeah. On the
So-
cupboard of Twilight.
The cover of Twilight has rubber bands on it.
I mean, it's quite literally the cover of Twilight. You don't have a choice.
Anyways.
It's gonna be
I
Twilight.
just got that.
Yeah.
I don't know why it took so long to realize.
Anyways, so you go find Lyko, and she's in the midst of sitting casually in front of the fireplace, reading a book.
I guess she'll just sort of politely like knock on the side of the wood or something.
Feel free to come closer. Take a seat. enjoy the evening, like I am.
Okay. Just come over and like plop down, sort of like a good like safe, like 2 meters, 3 meters away from her, or something like that.
Very well. She looks up at you at such a distance. I don't bite. Well, I suppose I don't bite, no.
Maybe not in the oh. Me in real life doesn't actually know how to describe it. Wait a minute. Literal sense. That's the fucking word. Literal sense, maybe.
What did you want to speak about? She's not even looking up from the book. She's just talking at you.
About what I mentioned earlier. You said you'd have to go find out. So if you'll not find out, that it is fine.
Her eyes dance from the book that she's reading up to you. Ah. Well, she closes the book and stands up, sets the book down on the chair, and goes over to you. Do you start backing away?
No.
Or you hold your ground?
I'll hold the ground, but you can tell she's a bit uncomfortable.
Very well. She goes right up to you. I'm talking like almost slap distance. Actually, no, it is slap distance according to, as we can use Will Smith as an example. No, she's right in slapping distance. Almost violating your personal space. What exactly was it you wanted me to inquire upon?
I wanted to find out if my brother was still alive. I never found out, and it is. I've always assumed not, but
You're pulling my heartstrings.
Well, I'm sorry. I guess I doubt it, but
Do you think me so callous and cruel?
Doesn't answer.
Oh. How very wise of you. But let us continue the conversation. Your brother.
Yes.
Your brother.
Yes.
Where and when do you last recall seeing him?
My brother, Vidriv, we were leaving he put me in, but I'm not very conscious at times, so my memory says I not see. It's likely. I need to know, It will change things.
Where and when?
It was, as I can't remember exactly how long ago. I was about, let's see. So I think on it a wee minute. As I'm just going to open up my background sheet. Let's see, I was about 18. About 6 years ago, twins near the border.
Which border? North, south, east, west?
Wait a minute. I'm going to have to do the never eat shredded wheat.
Okay, however you want to remember it.
Yeah. Let's see. East, the river one, sort of between the two rivers, actually. Near them.
Towards the edge. How fortunate. I don't have many feelers out that way, so I don't have an answer for you so soon like I did for Deet. But I can begin inquiring.
Okay. I would appreciate it.
But
Yes?
know that just because I find you the answer doesn't mean I'm obliged to give it to you for free.
Yeah, what's...
You just need to earn my favor, of course.
Right. Keeping you entertained.
She doesn't say anything of that.
Okay. Well, I guess I better get then, right?
Perhaps you should. Perhaps you should.
I am also curious. Actually, no, maybe. Never mind.
Curiosity is ever so fun, though.
It is, yes, but no, I just asked them myself. It is fine. I did not realize somebody else was asking information. But I will ask them myself.
Go ahead. Go ahead. You guys are a tribe now. My tribe. You should keep each other in the loop.
When you say we are your tribe, do you mean we are... How deep are we in this?
She doesn't
not-
say anything at that and just smiles widely at you.
We've had no sort of connection to you that I know of about flowers. That flower it?
She walks over, saunters over rather, walks around you, circling and circling. You went through my trials. That must have implied something. You did get to those flowers. I hope you liked them.
Yeah, they were lovely. Not really what happened about.
Only time will tell. Sweet
Yes.
dreams.
Yes. Well, thank you for your inquiry.
Don't thank me yet. I haven't found anything. And perhaps I won't find anything, or perhaps I'll find you news that is good or bad.
Well, if it is the bad news, then my suspicions confirmed and he did. So.
That would be the good news, wouldn't it? Good night, Anushka.
Okay, she's just going to take that dismissal at that one and just kind of walk out a bit blankly.
Get the fuck out of Dodge.
All right, Garth, I will let you quote unquote metagame. It's not metagaming in fairness. I will give you one chance at it, but the catch is because Garth told me he wanted Orion to sneak and spy on you. I will retcon that to happen. I'll allow that, but the catch is it needs to be fair. That's the biggest point of it. Metagaming's fine as long as it's fair metagaming. What does that mean? It means, hey, that player's not here today. I'm gonna try to talk to their character even though they're not here today. Yeah, that's yeah. Sometimes metagaming's good. I will ask for